said, I personally apologize for the tone and statements, and I'm asking you a simple question. There was only one video at the time you issued this statement. When you did your video, there was only one video. I want to know, in that video that you were referencing, which statements were you apologizing for?
Well, Congressman, at the time, as you, I'm sure, remember, that video was released. We'd had no time to actually evaluate how much editing had happened. It was days later that we were able...
Which true statements in that video were you apologizing for, Ms. Richards?
All right, and this went back and forth on and on at the hearings today before the House on the funding of Planned Parenthood. Joining us on the Malzberg panel is Christopher Hahn, Democratic strategist and syndicated radio host, and Ford O'Connell, Republican strategist and political analyst, the author of Hail Mary, the 10-step playbook for Republican recovery. All right, gentlemen, why don't we start with you, Ford? You know, she mentioned editing. The tapes are edited. That's all you hear from Debbie Wasserman Schultz. That's all you hear from the left, these edited tapes. Didn't someone testify today that there was no editing done on those tapes?
Yes, Coalfire, the company, said that there was no editing on any of the 10-hour videotapes. So,
Already?
Right now, Planned Parenthood's circling the wagons, grasping for straws, and looking for anything. The key for Republicans is they push this story is most people in America don't know about the Planned Parenthood situation, so they're just going to have to keep digging in and keep pushing the narrative that Planned Parenthood is lying and fraudulently using taxpayer dollars.
Christopher?
Well, look, it's clear that the tapes were edited to some extent. You know,
bathroom breaks, Chris. Bathroom breaks.
I mean, I don't think that she needs to be. I don't think that she should have apologized originally. She should have gotten the facts before she went out there with a statement. And I think that these hearings are just political grandstanding, and I don't like them. It really annoys me. This woman comes to Washington to explain what's going on in her agency, and she gets treated like garbage by the members of Congress. It's a shame.
Chris, here's the deal. Here's a woman who's getting paid $500,000 and using $500 million in federal subsidies. The American people have a right to know whether or not their money's being used properly and whether or not they're violating the 1993
They do, but whatever happened to,
Revitalization
to comedy? Whatever happened to comedy? Whatever happened to people being treated with respect when they're asking questions? This woman's broken no laws. There's no actual law.
We don't know. That's not true.
Chris. We don't know whether or not she's broken a law, and that's the point of the fact-finding expedition. I will say this, though. Cecile Richards and Planned Parenthood have been grandstanding for quite some time and basically thumbing their nose at the right and the pro-life movement. So I'd be very, very careful of that statement. More has to come out first.
The pro-life movement has been trying to put her out of business ever since they began. So, of course she's been going to thumb her nose at them.
All right, let's move on to the real horrific situation now. Now you have an alliance between Vladimir Putin, you have Syria, and you have Iran, and they're going to make Syria better, and they're also going to go after ISIS. And that leaves out, you know who? That leaves out the United States of America, because Putin has once again outmaneuvered and outclassed Barack Obama, who has stood by, drawn red lines in the sand, done nothing for it, and watched Christians be beheaded, and couldn't even mention the word Christians before who he said was beheaded at the UN yesterday. I mean, Ford, this is insanity.
Well, this is, but I think it's because President Obama has completely misunderstood Vladimir Putin. He sees himself as Peter the Great, and he wants to put back the Soviet Empire, and President Obama just thinks that, he can go there and talk diplomacy. Putin only understands actions, and as such, Putin's playing chess while Obama's playing checkers in the corner with himself at the UN.
And, Chris, isn't this just an extension of the failed policies that Hillary Clinton spearheaded when she pushed the reset button on Russia?
Look, here's the thing about what Putin is planning on doing. Putin has said very clearly that he won't do any more than the United States has been doing. He's going to offer air support and logistical support. He's not going to be putting boots on the ground. And honestly, if you're going to defeat ISIS, you need to put boots on the ground. So far, the only people who are putting boots on
wait a minute.
the
What
ground.
are you going to take Vladimir Putin at his word? What Vladimir Putin wants to do is basically reassert Russia as the authority in the Middle East and basically unite Iran, Syria, and portions of Iraq. This is about control. Obama's talking about consumer consumption and jobs, and they don't care about this. It's about regional hegemony.
And even Benjamin Netanyahu, Chris, has gone to Moscow and he's meeting with Putin. He doesn't trust us anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I think that, look, Russia is still a world power. They are still, quote, a force to be reckoned with. And I think that,
Not according to Obama. He says they're bankrupt.
Look, they are fortunately bankrupt, but they still have thousands of nuclear warheads and a huge military operation. So obviously they are a force to be reckoned with and will be for some time.
All right, gentlemen, great conversation. Ford O'Connell and Christopher Hahn, thank you both very much. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. With Trump, Donald Trump, that is, still #1 in the polls, and Dr. Ben Carson following close behind there in a statistical dead heat in the NBC News Wall Street Journal poll at 20 and 21. We want to know, who is your 2016 GOP candidate? And we've asked you this before. It's still not too late. All you got to do is go to newsmaxpolls.com and vote now. That's newsmaxpolls.com. Do it now. Let your voice be heard, and we will keep you abreast on how that voting is proceeding. We're coming back. Don't go away.